Hi guys, I've got Stevie Vaughan's Couldn't Stand the Weather for you today. It's a great tune. It's got a bit of a strange structure to it. In fact, it's got 3 different intro riffs, and 2 of them aren't too bad, and the third one's relatively complicated, so I'm going to do this video in 2 parts. This is going to be the first part of it, obviously, and then the second part is going to be the kind of funkier part that leads into the rest of the song as well. And yeah, I'm tuned down to E flat because obviously Stevie Ray Vaughan tuned to E flat, and yeah, we'll get started. Now, first of all, the intro part has got 2 guitars on it, or at least 2 important guitars on it that we need to know. The first one's going to be the rhythm. It's using a Leslie speaker, so it's got that kind of shimmering sound. So you can probably get that with a chorus pedal if you've got one, or kind of a vibe pedal. So the first chord's going to be a B minor. And by the way, I've got my little chorus pedal set to that kind of speed. So yeah, B minor into an A. And then we're going to play a G7. We're not going to play all the G7, we're going to kind of play the, kind of slowly arpeggiate it. And then we're going to move that down by 1 to an F sharp 7. Do the same thing. So intro chords, into, which is an A, then into the G7, then to the F7, F sharp 7, sorry. So over that B minor chord, we're going to play this little lick. And all that is it's a lick in B minor, and it's going to start off like this. We're going to go, so it's going to start on the 7th of the G, and then we're going to get the 9th of the G, so, and pull off straight to the 7 again, so, then we're going to get the 9th of the D string, so, then we're going to go, so what that is I'm going from the 9th to the 11th on the G, get the 10th of the B, so, then we're going to go back to the 9th and go, so that's quickly, it's a slide from 9 to 10 back to 9 on the G and pull off to the 7th, so I'm going to end up on that 9th of the D, so do that slowly, sorry. So the next lick we're going to play is this. So what we're doing there is we're kind of borrowing the B and the G string at the 7th, and then hammering onto the 9th of the G, so then going back to the 7th of the G, ended up on the 9th of the D, so then we're going to go. So all that is we're hammering on from the 7th to the 9th of the D, then we're going to go chromatically down from 9, 8, 7 on the A, so, and then we're going to wait a little moment, and then we're going to go slide down from the 10th of the A string with our little finger. So that entire lick goes like this. Then we're going to go to the lick over the A chord, which goes like this. So all we're doing there is we're going to go. So all that is chromatically down the A minor blues. So it's going to go 5th of the A, 5th of the E, sorry, to the 8th of the E. So then. It's going to be 5, 6, 7 on the A string, then 5 to 7 on the D string, so, and then we're going to go 5 to 7 on the G, but when we get to that 7th of the G we're going to bend it up, so That's, once we've bent that, we're going to go 5 of the B, 5 of the E. So far we've got this. Then we're going to go, so that's going to be 8 to 5 on the B string. Then we're going to do a little bend on the 7th of the G. Bend it up, bend it down, pull it off to the 5th. So, and then end up on the 7th of the D. So far we've got this. Then we're going to end up on the 5th of the G. So far. Then we're going to hammer on from the 5th to the 7th, 5th to the 7th twice on the D string. Then on the 3rd time I'm going to do a little trill. So that entire lick goes like this. And then we're on to the G7 lick. It goes like this. So we're starting off on the 5th of the D, 3rd of the G, to the 5th of the G, bend it up, then 3rd of the B, 3rd of the E, so then it's going to be 6th of the B to the 3rd of the B, so usual bend up, bend down. On the 5th, pull off to the 3rd, so end up on that 5th of the D string. So then we're going to do this. So we're going to hammer on from the 3rd to the 5th of the G string, then end up on that 5th of the D string. So that little lick so far goes like this. So far this lick goes like this. Then we're going to go, so that's going to be 3rd of the D to the 5th, 4th, 3rd of the A, and then end up on the first fret of the A string. So that little lick goes like this. So that little lick goes like this, slowly. And then when we get to the F sharp 7 part, we're going to play this chord, basically the Hendrix chord, which is an F sharp 7, sharp and 9, but we're not going to play the root note. And Stevie Ray Vaughan did this quite a lot towards this era of his guitar playing. He's going to play it like this. So we're going to play so what we're playing at, it's basically the same chord, but instead of playing the root, we're going to play the high E string, which is going to be the 5th of this chord, and the bass and the keyboards are going to play the root note. So what we're going to be playing there is it's going to be 8 on the D, 9 on the G, 10 on the B, and 9 on the high E. So we're going to kind of go down it slowly and then strum back up it. So you can see that. So going on from that previous lick. And that's basically the first part of the song. So the entire beginning part goes like this. So the next part after that's going to go like this. then we're into the next part, which is going to be part 2 of the video. So it's not too difficult, this part, apart from one little trip up part, which I'm going to show you how the secret to it, and it took me ages to figure this out for some reason, but we'll get to it. I'll tell you when we get to it. So how we're going to play that, we're going to go, so we're going to be on the A string, we're going to go from the third, sorry, from 5th to the 3rd, back to the 5th, so then we're going to go, that's going to be 1st to the 3rd on the low E string, so, and I get that kind of, you don't have to, but I think it sounds cool, so you can get it in if you want. So, and then we're going to go. So from that G note on the 3rd of the low E, we're going to go. So it's going to be 4th to the 5th. So then that's going to be 3rd, 5th, 3rd, 5th on the A. So far we've got this. So far we've got this. Then the timing for this, the way I do it is I go 1, 2, 3, and then as soon as you finish that 3, so 1, 2, 3, and back in. So all that is. So it's going to be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th on the low E. So. 1, 2, 3. Then the same thing again. 1, 2, 3. And then this time is the difficult part. Exactly the same, but this time rather than counting 3, I count 5. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as soon as you've counted that fifth count in, you're straight onto that F sharp, which is the 2nd fret of the low E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. And then once he's done that, he does a little kind of slidey thing from anywhere kind of on the high strings, and then anywhere on the low strings. So that entire part goes like this. Then we're into the funky part, which is going to be another part. So it's going to be part 2 of this video because it's quite long and I want to keep the videos quite short. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that and I hope it's been helpful, and yeah, watch part 2. Keep your ears to the ground for part 2 to be coming straight up. Thank you.